Previously on BYL.
Like I always say, I always thought that my destiny was in fact my destiny was you do your first degree abroad and then your master's abroad. Not lie. By the time I got to that point, I got admission. Once again, we don't have money. So I did my Nigerian education. Shout out to University of Lagos, proudly a graduate of Unilag. I finished that and I said, okay, fine, let's go and do masters now. At least, same thing, we don't have money. And I think that at the time I was blossoming in the media industry was also at the time where many quote unquote IJGBs, I just got back, so coming back. So it was very easy to go for an audition and everybody's just spraying phonetics like I say, Father, this is the problem. This is your very problem right now. You see, if only you had just maybe 2 days would affect your destiny,
We will continue to highlight some of the things that trigger a sense of low self-esteem.
There was something people didn't like about me. Oh wow. So when I sleep, I snore. Wow, it was really bad then. But then I wasn't fat, so why would I snore? But I figured I couldn't breathe well. But it was so bad. And then one day, during devotion, morning devotion, I was sleeping. Sleeping during devotion. And then this girl hits me. I was like, why are you disturbing me? Funny thing is, she's my friend. So I took it, I really didn't forgive her up until a year or two ago. A year or two, yeah. I told her about it and she was like, she didn't even think, but then that thing hurts me so bad. Guy, she really woke me up just to say I was snoring. Guy, I know I'm snoring, thank you. But yeah, that snoring actually, people tell me, you snore so bad, I know. So it's it made me very insecure. I'll wait for everybody to sleep. Actually, I'll wait for everybody to sleep before I sleep. And it's when I'm sleeping, I'm trying to hear myself snore. And then if it gets really bad, noisy in my ear, I would wake up. So yeah, that's it.
So growing up, a lot happened within. So I didn't really have friends because I felt that, I'm sure they may not understand that I felt they were better than me because I had so much flaws. I think what failed was because from home, I felt I was not needed. And okay, you mentioned, you asked the question that did someone say that I was not needed? Nobody said that. But I've also heard my sister at one point say that it's important that you don't have too much children. That if our parents had just 4, it would have been fine. So that thing, till now I still remember some of those things, and I'm so my mother should have aborted us or something. Until what helped me was when this camp meeting, I heard of this camp meeting, Teenagers Outreach Ministries. It was a Christian camp for teenagers. So I decided that I would be going. So just to meet new sets of people. So I decided to go. And that changed the game. I now met these friends. 4 of us, I was the only girl amongst them. So what also made us close? Books. So started talking about Sidney Sheldon. That was what made us, brought us together. And then at some point, when we needed to do sword drills, we were competing against each other. So I got interested in them and they got interested in me. So it was a healthy competition for me and I enjoyed it.
When that stuff happened, I got away from secondary school, 2013 year. It was very, very difficult at that point in time. I had to be the designated husband, the father, and brother also. Yeah. I immediately started working when I was out of school. I started working before I was out I officially started working when I was out of school. So I helped stuff for a long period of time. Yeah, come back, save money. I worked in different places. So it was not that easy. It was not that easy. Then I'll see some of my friends who graduated together from secondary school. They're already in university, or they're already doing something that's reasonable. And some of them graduated from university, and I'm still there like, God, you know. What is it? Well, for me, the main problem was that I would say I wasn't planned for. Let me not say just me. We were not planned for. It just came. It just came. My parents did not have plans for us. But I don't know if they had. But it turned out that we were not planned for, because if we were when we were out of school, maybe we learn a trade if they can't afford school, but it was just we had to make the decisions for ourselves. Mine was work, make money, buy food, do this. I was not a fashion person. It was just work. At least we'll be able to eat in the house since we're not dependent from pops again. Our moms is not that very strong.
I faced different sets of challenges that shook my self-esteem as a teenager. One was the fact that everybody, and I mean everybody, said I did not walk properly, that I walked like a boy and not a girl. I always found a way around their comments, but in my quiet moments, I would wonder if that was why I did not have a boyfriend. Don't get me wrong, I had many boys as my friends, but I did not have the type of relationship some of my classmates had with other boys. The other challenge I went through was that they said I had yam legs as against the beautiful, straight legs a girl should have. They said no man would want to marry me if I did not change the way I walk and do something about my yam legs. I was a teenager. My self-esteem was totally damaged. I struggled. I cannot tell you exactly how I survived each hurdle without giving in to the pressure from my peers at the time. The pressure to try to change how I look or walk so I can be accepted by my peers. The temptation to prove to my peers that the way I walk does not make me less of a lady by giving in to the young boys that were toasting me.
If you look at me very well, I have bow leg. So, people tell me that, she has bow leg. She has bow leg. And that made me, cringe. I don't like it. So, and you see me wearing long, clothes. And okay, my mother's church also, they wear long things. Though I don't really like the type of clothes that they wear, because it's maxi, but it's also helping me cover that deformity, as in quotes. So I didn't like it, and I always, when people are saying that you're a fine girl, they see my face, or maybe I answer a question or something, I do something good. If you commend me for something good, I won't see that good. I will remember my leg. Is that bad? So something that helped me is something that should be negative, but somehow it helped me. When I got into the higher institution, there's this lecturer that anytime he sees me, he says, this girl with bow leg, I will marry you. I will be like, what's wrong with this man? This is something it's like I dreaded it, I didn't like it. Growing up, people abuse me, in secondary school, look at you have a bow leg, you'll be a footballer, and I love to play ball, But because of that, they see me like is thing that a man should have, is boys that have bow leg and they play ball well, that kind of different, that. So when I play ball and I play well, it's if you're a boy, you have a yam leg, all those kind of abuse. What kind of life is this? Why did God make my leg to be bow? So I didn't want to expose the leg. I didn't want to. So until I got into university, into high institution, so the guy would tell me, I will marry you because of your leg. This leg, that he likes it. So I said, so somebody can like this leg. Do you understand? So if one thing about that one is that, okay, he could have, what I'm thinking is that if that guy had pressured me more, you find out that that thing he's saying could get me to do something wrong. Do you understand? So he could use that because it's something people didn't like. He appreciated it in me. So it's made me like him for appreciating that. But because I didn't like that lecturer-student relationship, I hated it. So it was a no-no for me. And I passed his call. He had no point to tell me you must sleep with me. No. So he took it as play. So he would just play. But that thing helped me. It helped my self-esteem. It's okay. If somebody can like me because of my leg, that means the leg is not entirely bad. Yeah. Do you understand? So I started putting on trousers, started wearing skirts, because somebody has told me something good about it. So until I got older and understood that all of those things don't matter, I started putting more words into myself, talking to myself, telling myself that what is inside of me is more than the physical attribute. I should, think more of equipping myself with, both word of God, with what I should know. When people talk with you, they should have content. So they don't look at your physical appearance, that girl is intelligent. So all those kind of things, I began to talk to myself to build my self-esteem. But some of these things, my background and that bow leg was a bad thing for me, really. Secondary school was not, in fact, I used to fight. In secondary school, just one thing, I would just fight. Because you tell me that my leg is not, so I will look for something, and I seem to have small power. So if it's I will fight, so that, something to overshadow that, or
yeah. Way of coping.
Exactly.
Using the aggression to cope with whatever they were saying about
exactly. So if you tell me anything wrong, I would rather, aggression. And nobody was actually telling me to, I don't know then if they even understood to talk to students about esteem and all of that. So nobody was telling us anything. We were just going to school, coming back. Our parents didn't know anything. So, yeah.
I would like you to share your experiences. Have you had to battle low self-esteem? What are the things that triggered those feelings? Next on BYL.
People who are depressed, I don't know, when you say come out of it, it's not easy. Come out of what? You even know when you're crying sometimes. Mine was bad. I would sit down, I would just be crying because I was broke, no money, no job, and of course, marriage was like was looking like it was on Mount Everest. You have to go and climb, and I wasn't going to struggle to climb that distance. And then you have them tell you all the sorts of nonsense about marriage. I struggled with it.